students. Today we discuss about the quality of the measurements. That means it comes from the syllabus of wave propagation and broadcasting. Now we discuss the quality of the measurements. What is the quality of the measurements? In quality of measurement, we have to describe and determine the measurement. What is the meaning of the instrument? It comes from the measuring instrument. So now we discuss the instrument. What is the instrument? The instrument it describe the given set of the formulation, information, and measurement of the quality. In measurement, we describe in measurement the process of suffering the information and quantity which the on society standard quantity. That means in the case of quality of the measurement, we know the very well of the description of the measurement. How? Now in the case of measurement, we have to know what is measurement. In measurement, it is describe the unexpected standard quantity. Measurement means you have to measure the standard quantity. In standard quantity, we know the very well of the topic. In the case of quality measurement, we know electronics, measurement, and instruments. How? Define. First of all, we define. In define, it is the branch of the electronics. It is branch of the electronics. Okay. In electronics, the branch of the electronics, which measure the quantity of the devices and it require the information of the process. In this case, we particularly require the instrument of the parameters. We know the parameters, it is R, L, C. So these are the one type of parameters. In instrumentation measurement, we know very well that the parameters are described for the quality measurement. In the case of quality measurement, we know the various of the statistical plus scalar characteristics of the instrument. How? Now we have to know what are the parts of the instrument measurements. The first is the accuracy. What is the meaning of accuracy? Accuracy is it is the defined of the ability of the device or system to respond to intended performance. Intended performance is degree of the exactness means quality. We have to describe the measurement. It is the quality of the resistance, quality of the inductance, quality of the capacitance. In this case, we know very well the next property is the precision. Precision is the degree of the exactness for which the instrument to design or closeness of a computer systems. That means, in the case of wave propagation measurement, we know the very well the quality. Quality is the resistance quality, inductance quality, and capacitance quality. In this case, we know the another thing is that sometimes we are using the measurements of the devices. How we have the measurement? Now there are several properties. Second thing is the sensitivity. In sensitivity, it can be defined a ratio of the charge output, the change input to the steady state condition. The steady state conditions, in the case of measurement, we describe the definition of the properties. That means, in the case of measurement, we know the measurement is basically related to the resistance, inductance, and parameter. So these some things are related to the accuracy. Accuracy, we have very well that accuracy is defined as the ability of a device or a system to expand the value of the measurement variable under condition. I mean, you have to describe the condition variable. What do we use in the case of measurement? That is the ability. Your measurement is the variable condition. Next, another property we say resolution. What is the resolution? We know that the resolution is the least implement of the values of the input output that can be declared or calculated in the case of measuring device. That means in the way we measure a device. When give an example. Now we are using different parameters for the different devices. In this case, we are using the device property. How? That is the true value. True value is the values which can describe for a continuous difference between the instrument reading and statistical error. We have instrumental error in this case. When we are using the instrument, we are declaring the values. What are the values? That we have been said already. That is the measurement error, instrument error. In measurement, we are having the devices. We are having a devices. In this case, you understand? Okay. The measuring device is only the region of the parameters. We are using the region of the parameters. In this case, we are using another characteristics, that is the dynamic characteristics of the instrument. What is the dynamic characteristics? That is the dynamic characteristics defined for the varying character properties of the speed response, fluidity, and lag. In this case, we are using the instrument responsibility devices. Next is the error. We have to know very well the error. In the case of error, the value's ability to form the measurement of the deposit of the devices. Then about a device we have to measure. Only the region that when we use the different electronic devices, there are several types of measurement devices are there. In market, we have to see very different types of devices are there. In market means give example your store market and your grocery shop. There are several devices, the measurement devices there. How we use that we use for the instrument measurement. Next, in the next step, we discuss the dynamometer. What is the dynamometer? The dynamometer is used for the device. In this case, we describe the dynamic error. What is the dynamic error? In the dynamic error, it is basically use the instrument devices. Next is the dynamic error. In the dynamic error, we give the project of the value. So this is the basic thing of the quality measurement. In quality measurement, what do we say? With quality measurement, we see first thing is the instrument using. That is the quality measurement. First is the instrument. In the instrument, we see, we listen, and we learn that the forward input and the proof of the set of the combination. Second is the measurement part. In the measurement part, we accepted the standard quantity. Next is in the electronic measurement instrument, we discuss the device of the variation of the parameters that we see, the resistance, reluctance, and the capacitance. Next is what are the conditions for the using the measurements. In the condition of the measurement, we are using measurement performance. What is the measurement performance? That is the two types of the measurement. One is the statistic characteristics and one is the dynamic characteristics. In the case of static characteristics, we see the accuracy, precision, repeatability, and sensitivity. Another is the resolution and true value. So what we say in accuracy, we study the devices present the values of the under the conditions. Next is the precision. In the precision, we see the value of the conditions of the design of the values. Next is the repeatability. What is the repeatability? They are defining the arrangement of the number of correlations. Second is the reproducibility. In reproducibility, we say that is reproducibility. What is the reproducibility? That is the classness of the exact values implement of the instrument. So this is all about the quality of the measurement. In this case, we see in the broadband of wave propagation we see there are different types of